Last week, we learned everything we needed to about moles and voles.
Well, this week, we are tackling weeds and insects that want to take over your yard and your home. And Gary talked to Toby Tobin for some answers.
That's right, guys. It's insecticides and pesticides. Chemicals can be confusing and dangerous. Toby told me three things that keep us safe, as well as weed and bug-free.
I love taro.
What sounds like a sales pitch is actually a chemistry lesson from lawn and garden expert Toby Tobin. He loves this bait made of boric acid and sugar because it's safe and works on ants.
The way to control them is to have them take this bait back to the nest, and they feed the queen and everybody in the colony, and you get rid of them very easy.
We caught up with Toby at the Nuts and Bolts hardware store in Overland Park, where once a week he teaches employees about lawn and garden chemicals so they can better help customers. We asked him to share a few tips with us. He started with a common problem this time of the year: ants.
If you spray a chemical inside, the chemical actually will repel the ants. They will go somewhere else.
Toby is not a fan of using bug sprays indoors, but outdoors is fine.
In the spring, summer, and fall, I love to spray around the foundation 3 or 4 feet out into the yard to keep insects from coming into the home.
Toby's #1 tip: always go for the least toxic chemical.
In most things for bugs on plants, it's going to be horticultural oil or insecticidal soap.
Toby likes insecticidal soaps because they are effective and considered safe with high LD50 number. That's the EPA standard for toxicity. LD stands for lethal dose. 50 represents the amount of chemical needed to kill half a population of test animals such as mice or rats. The higher the LD50 number, the safer the pesticide or insecticide. The lower the number, the more toxic. And Toby says don't be fooled by the word organic.
And that's where people get confused on safety. A man-made chemical can be a lot safer than some organic chemicals, and they're out there treating in shorts, and they shouldn't be.
Tip #2, spray at the right time.
When you spray a plant with an insecticide or a fungicide, it's only going to be effective for about 5 to 7 days, and that's it. And so never spray until you see a problem.
And if you're using harsher sprays, use them when the winds are calm and spray at dusk to protect beneficial insects. Toby's third tip: don't overkill.
If you pick up a product and it says 1 tablespoon per gallon, don't do 2. 2 tablespoons or more per gallon isn't good.
Too much chemical can actually be bad for your plants and lawn, and it's a waste of money.
One thing that drives people nuts at this time of the year: dandelions.
Again, Toby says don't overkill. Too often folks run to the store for weed and feed at the first sign of yellow.
So weed and feed does not prevent dandelions. It kills only what is actively growing at the time that you apply it.
Instead, Toby says buy a liquid weed killer and spot spray your dandelions, then apply the fertilizer.
A good thick lawn is your best weed control.
Weed and feed is meant primarily for crabgrass control, but Toby says it is okay to break it out if your lawn has 40% or more dandelions in bloom.
Now, Toby says to remember that weed killer has to stick to the leaf to work. So either apply when there's dew still on the ground or lightly water before you apply. Now, go to NBCActionNews.com and look under Spotlight. And while you're there, enter our lousy lawn makeover. Send us a picture of how bad your lawn looks for a chance to win a makeover with Toby, supplies included. Coming up soon, we're going to be talking about raised gardens, guys.
Okay.
That's pretty important.
Good advice. Like it. Thanks.
Thanks.